reactions, right? So chemical reactions when any chemical change takes place. So what do you mean the chemical change? Very good. Color change.
Release of gas.
Size.
Evaluation of heat,
Releasing
smell, or absorption of heat. Okay, new substances formed. Okay, new substance. Okay, the taste may change. Taste also one of the chemical property of the matter. Suppose if I break it down into two pieces, it's not a chemical change. But if I burn it, it is a chemical change. So in any substance, if chemical property of the matter changes, then that change we can consider as chemical reactions. And these chemical reactions we need to interpret in the equation by using the symbols and formulae. So that we will be learning in this chapter, that is chemical reactions and equations. So we understood now chemical changes or chemical reactions means changing in the chemical property. Okay, so 7th standard we will learn chemical properties means. These are the chemical properties of the matter. Now let us see that one by one. Now we need to burn the magnesium rubber to understand that. Okay, so burning magnesium ribbon. So burning magnesium ribbon. This is one activity. For burning, essential element is oxygen. Got it? Now magnesium metal we are saying. Magnesium metal burns in presence of oxygen to produce a new substance. It's a chemical reaction. Right. Now before we make it, suppose if it is a magnesium ribbon, we need to rub it with the sandpaper. Why do we rub it with the sandpaper?
Because one layer will form because of the atmosphere oxygen.
A layer which is present on it should be removed. Okay, so we need to remove the layer to make it burn faster. What happens if it doesn't? Already reaction took place. So it takes a lot of time to burn it. So we need to remove with the sandpaper. Okay, if sandpaper is not available, what do we do? Any hard surface. Okay, any rough surface we can rub it. Now let us see that. Okay, magnesium ribbon I am burning. I am allowing it to burn it. Okay, so magnesium. So in the atmosphere there are many elements. With which element it is reacting?
Oxygen.
That it is burning means which element is an essential? Oxygen. And to gives a new substance said to be the magnesium oxide. Now, magnesium metal when it reacts with oxygen to produce magnesium oxide. This is a statement which we have given for the activity that on burning, see I am writing, on burning magnesium in presence of oxygen, magnesium oxide is produced. So this is a statement which I have converted into the word formation. So I have used the magnesium which is reacting with oxygen gives rise to magnesium oxide. Now this gives rise to towards the arrow. These we call it as products. And these we call as reactants. Now this is nothing but word equation, right? But in this word equation, if you represent any chemical reactions in the form of words, we will not be able to understand whether this reaction reaction is following the law of conservation of mass or not? How will you prove that how much it is reacted and how much it is produced? There is no evidence, right? So we need to convert into by using the symbols and formulae, we need to rewrite the chemical reaction. Now, symbol of magnesium is Mg. The symbol of oxygen, it is a diatomic element, always we need to write O2, gives rise to magnesium oxide. Now, we need to understand that the number of atoms which are present in the left hand side, are they equal to the number of atoms which are present in the product side? So, here one magnesium. There are two oxygens but only one oxygen. So,
2 mg.
I would like to write here 2. Why?
No.
Now it is correct only, no?
No.
Then why it doesn't accept it?
None.
Yeah, I want answer. See, if I write MgO2, why can't I do one magnesium, 2 oxygens, 2 oxygens? It's balanced. But the way of writing in this form, it is wrong. Why it is wrong? When we write the equation, 2 laws we need to remember very well. That is law of constant proportion and law of conservation of mass. Okay, if I write this 2, the law of conservation of mass is satisfied because no new mass is produced. But law of constant proportion, yeah, definite proportion doesn't accept it. MgO cannot be written as like this. Am I clear? So we need to keep both the laws in our mind while balancing the chemical equation, right? Now, first we'll go for steps. Okay? Now let us write element in left hand side, that is a reactant side, and then right hand side. When we practice gradually, we need not to write any sort of the paragraph here, tabular column. We can directly do it, but this is the first time, so we were doing it. So there are only 2 elements, magnesium and oxygen. And in this case, magnesium is present 1, and here it is present 1. In this case, oxygens are 2, here it is 1. See, we need not to do anything where it is more. We cannot bring any sort of changes where it is more. We need to balance the equation by considering where it is less. Okay, where it is less oxygen? Oxygen is less at product side, right? So what we need to do? I need to multiply it by the 2. Now don't do any changes over here. Now let me write again this equation. So magnesium plus O2 gives rise to, I have done some changes, so 2MgO. Now when I did some changes, this will become initial reaction for next table. Okay, so what we do? There are 2 magnesiums, this is only 1 magnesium. Very good. Now is it okay? Balanced equation. Now if it is asked, this is very simple. We don't ask like this. Now MCQs can be framed for this question. Okay, so that question is nothing but. Now see, one reaction I am giving. 12 grams of carbon, all of you write down this. I will not give any time, immediately you need to write. 12 grams of carbon is reacting with 32 grams of oxygen to produce 44 grams of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. This reaction, is this in the agreement of A, law of definite proportion, B, law of conservation of mass, C, law, okay, both only you know two laws, right? Both A and B, D, none of this.
Both and
What is the answer?
both and
Both A and B. But how do you know that? Now we need to write, let us see that. C plus O2 gives rise to CO2. This is the balanced equation, right? Okay, so number of atoms in the reactant side and the product side is matched. Now the two, what they have given 12 grams here, 32 grams, 44 grams. You add up these two, 44 grams. So the mass at the reactant side, mass at the product side is remain same. So it is in the agreement of law of conservation of mass. Now since the fixed proportionate has been given, okay, it is also agreement of law of definite proportion. So the C is the right answer. Got it? So simple if we ask, that everybody will attempt. But always we need to analyze the question. If I am your teacher, I would have definitely framed such kind of equations. Shall I rub it? No. In very simplified manner, I will teach entire lesson. Then after we'll go for separate chemical reactions with suitable example. That also I will do. Okay, let us can we do one more equation which has to be balanced?
only we'll do.
That will let me first tell. Okay, let us balance the reaction. One is, say, lead nitrate plus potassium iodide. Now lead iodide, now lead nitrate plus potassium iodide gives rise to lead iodide. Lead nitrate will form, right? PbI2 will form, yes. Lead iodide and potassium nitrate. So this is the equation. Now I have given the word equation. Would like to know the formulas of each.
PbNO3,
Lead nitrate.
PB
Very good. PbNO3 taken twice. Plus potassium iodide.
Ki
Very good. Ki
2 Kn
gives rise to lead iodide formula.
PbO
Lead iodide, oxygen where it is present. Pb, so sad it is. PbI2. This equation is very important for 2 marks point of view. Okay? Now, let us check in a very shortcut method whether it is balanced or what can be done if it is not balanced. Okay? Now, PbN and we have oxygen, potassium, iodide.
No need to take oxygen and nitrogen. There are
Doesn't matter, we can take it individually, we can balance anyone. Anyone if we balance, it is automatically balances the rest. Body language is to be very clear. Now let's see that. Boy, don't, this video will be seen by entire world. So, how many are there in the left and right side? One. Okay. Nitrogen, there are 2, that is only 1. Okay. Now potassium, oxygen 3 times 2 6, that is only 3. Now potassium 1 1, and here iodine, here 2 it is 1. So if you consider the potassium is okay balanced, but these two are not balanced. Now you can take either nitrogen or oxygen to be balanced. No, first of all we should give the priority for the compound, then we go for element. Now if I balance one, automatically another one balances. So this is 6, 3. So can I make it 2? Now where I have done this change is product side, right? So I am doing it 2. Okay, when I did 2, what happened here? Potassium became 2. Sorry, potassium became 2 this side. Only 1 this side. Now what shall we do? Anyone, either potassium or iodine. So multiply by 2.
And is balanced.
Yeah, now it is automatically balances. That is the top priority. See here, yeah, that is, I'm not done. Okay, understood? So when you are balancing the equation, you need to give the first priority to the compound, then you go for element. One more thing, I will do it. Now thermal decomposition of lead nitrate. Again, lead nitrate is PbNO3 taken twice. Thermal decomposition means what? Decomposition under heat or in presence of heat. You can remove, no problem. Don't take risk. We all are here from the same family, right? So lead nitrate, now it is heat. When you heat it,
PbO plus O2
PbO, lead oxide plus NO2 plus O2. Now let's see that whether it is balanced or not. We have very few elements. PbNO. This side 1, this side 1, this side 2, this side 1, this side 6, this side
5.
total, see here 5. Now let me see, if I prefer oxygen, it is in 3 ways, which has to be balanced, that we don't know. But if I take nitrogen, it is only 1 way. So first let me take this priority for me to balance the nitrogen. So don't choose the oxygen. Why? Oxygen is present in the compound as well as in the elemental form. So our priority should be compound. So nitrogen I prefer. Now here 2 and this side 1. So what should I do? 2. Very good. So 2 I did it. Now when I did it 2 times 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has become 7. Here only 6. I don't have any other option. Immediate number is 2 to multiply. So 2. When I did 2 here, this became 2. Nitrogen becomes 2 times 2, 4. Then oxygen is becomes 12. What about this? Nitrogens I have 2. Oxygens I have 7. Lead I have only 1. So what should I do? First this has to be balanced, right? Here 2, here 1. So it has to be balanced. So make it 2. Now after doing it, is nitrogen balanced?
No.
Because here it is 4 and that side 2. So let me take 4. Now you check it oxygen, because I have done these 2 changes means definitely the number of oxygen has changed. So 2, 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 2, 12. Balanced. Okay, so what did I do first? First I have listed the elements which are present. Okay, now I checked the number of atoms which are present in the reactants as well as in the product side. When we have to balance the element which is present in the compound as well as in the element, we should give the top priority for the compound. Okay. Now these 2 questions are very important for 2 marks point of view. And even in MCQs also. Thermal decomposition of lead nitrate. What are the observations? So first of all, This is a brown gas. And this is yellow precipitation. Understood, children? So brown gas is involved. That is the main observation. Okay, don't go for any other. Here the main objective is that brown gas is released. Here lead iodide is released. So this question I will give you. Shall I write this?
Let us set precipitate.
Shall I? I'll just give you, see, one of the way how these 2 marks can be evaluated. Okay, how it can be asked. Now let's see, children. A substance X is heated. A substance X is heated in the dry test tube. Dry test tube.
Should be right.
Yeah, these all are important. Okay, for 2 marks I don't leave you at all. So a substance X is heated in the dry test tube. After some time, a brown gas escaped along with the cracking sound. Along with the cracking sound. This is a statement, okay? Now first question. What do you observe? Question mark. Second question. Write the name of the reaction or write the type of the reaction. Third one, write the balanced equation. What do you observe in that place? There is a, see, this question can be framed. Instead of X, I may give lead nitrate. Understood? Instead of X, I may give lead nitrate and I may ask you to do some other thing. So write the balanced equation.
LING.
What?
CRACKLING.
Crackling.
Cracking sound only I wrote. Crackling I didn't. Do it. Pause it. In the place of X, I may give lead nitrate. I can frame this. What do you observe? Okay, but I can reverse it also the reaction. So one more question I am adding. Identify X. Got it? Now, so what is your observation? Can anybody?
Brown color nitrogen gas is
Yeah,
released.
nitrogen dioxide.
Nitrogen
Okay.
dioxide.
Now don't specify the chemical if you are not sure. So what is your observation? You don't know, right? What you have seen? Brown gas escaped. That only you have seen. That is your observation. Okay. So brown gas escaped. Or brown colored gas escaped. Now second one. What is the type of the reaction it is?
Thermal decomposition.
Yes, thermal decomposition reaction. Now next one, write the balanced equation. So this is very important. See this question if I ask, this is for half mark, this is for half mark. And writing the balanced equation, that is lead nitrate PbNO3 taken twice gives rise to PbO plus, I am directly writing 4NO2 plus O2, so 2. Write it. If you failure to understand that writing the balancing equation, half mark will be given. But Formulas should be correct. Now here X is lead nitrate. So these two questions clubbed and I have given for 2 marks. Okay, instead of this one, X will be there.
X means PbNO3.
Yeah, twice lead nitrate. Over?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I?
Yes, ma'am.
Now MCQs also one should be very careful. Now see children, all the chemical reactions are of 5 types. One is combination, second one is decomposition, third one is displacement,
Double displacement. Redox.
and fourth one is double displacement,
Redox.
and the fifth one is the redox reactions. See, in 10th standard you are in the basic level, so you are learning all these as different one. But when you go up to the higher level, that is in 11th standard, here you are learning one definition, but we have one chapter completely based on the redox reactions in 11th standard. And in 11th standard, we will realize that all these chemical reactions are nothing but redox reactions. So in the entire world, whatever the chemical reaction takes place, that will be categorized under the redox
And what
reactions.
is displacement reaction?
I have written.
Displacement reaction.
Yeah, that also can be explained as redox reaction, but that will be in 11th standard, not now. Now, combination. Combination means more than one element combines to give single product. That is needed to be understood. More than one element combines combinations to give a single product.
Two or more.
Okay, 2 or more. More than one means it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 10. So A plus B gives rise to AB. It's a combination. Now, if you want, you can. Now, energy is released. Always. Energy is released. Okay. Now, what is the another? Is there any another observation? Energy is released means this is categorized as exothermic reaction. Understood? Exothermic reaction. Now come to this point, decomposition. The decomposition opposite of combination. Okay, one element or one combine splits into more than one. Okay, now energy is utilized
Absorb.
or absorbed. Utilized means taken. Okay, now it is known as endothermic. Understood? Now these are, see, energy is utilized, right? Based on the source of energy which is given to it. It is categorized into 3 groups. So one is thermal and another one is photolytic. That is also can be photolytic. Third one will be electrolytic. Now more details let us study for these 2 reactions and then only we can go for other category. Okay, without learning this we can't. Can I rub it, ma?
వీడియో ఎప్పుడు చేస్తాం షేర్ చేయడం చాలా
End చేసి మళ్ళా